Yeah, so why is unforgiveness so important to no, why is forgiveness so important? Because unforgiveness leads to death. Death can be murder. Say you have a problem with someone and you do not so much as profess, but uh, confess. Okay, your confession is supposed to be your lifestyle, conversation, how you live, how you spend your finances. You don't have to be rich. As a matter of fact, labor not to be rich, but the words that come out of your mouth, showing your heart, the fruit that you have in your personality. If your yes is yes and your no is no. If you say something and you do the opposite of that without confrontation to clarify. Well, if you offend someone and they do not want to talk to you anymore because you offended them, but then you will not go back and you will not try to make right anything with anybody, you can rest assured that your prayers aren't being heard if you claim that you follow Jesus. You can rest assured that any gifts that you've been given or things that you've gotten in life, they're not from the Father of lights. They're from their father of this world. And it would be the devil. It would be of this cosmos. Because, the wicked reign, the wicked are ultra rich. The wicked get what they want. The wicked do whatever they want to do and live the life they want to live. And even at that, they don't die. So how do you know if your life is according to righteousness or unrighteousness? Well, the righteousness of God works His love. That is the only way that you know that the living God is in you, is because of the Son that He gave us. His Son, His love is that love, not the love of the world, because He claimed that there is a love of the world that is not God's love. Neither are we to love the world nor the things in the world, but we are to love one another. And if a person doesn't confront one who is offended, or that they offended one especially, it'd be murder. They have written them off. They're like, I'm not confronting them. The offender, will murder because they're writing them off saying, I didn't do them wrong and whatever, and that's their spirit. And then the offended writes them off by saying, they did this and they did that, therefore I won't, confront them or have any communication with them. Well, see, that's not the fellowship of Christ. See, that's not koinonia. That's not the love. The love is, I've been offended by brethren over and over and over. But what happens is, I'm like, okay, whatever, but I'll still commune. I can still have connection with them. But they have, even to the point, written me off by saying, you go ahead, you do you, basically. Go gadget, you see. And then I'll confront them and say, that's not the love of Christ. How can you say you're my brother then after all these years, and you're going to say you go and you do? Yeah. Really? That is the first sign of one that's not reborn of God, because we don't write each other off. We're not like the people of the world who, when you get mad and angry and you say, hey, or blame, say that they're the one, this is the reason why this happened. That's another attitude that a person will do. It's like, well, if you had not, then this would not have happened. And they put the blame, see, rather than they taking it and asking for forgiveness. Because a true brother and sister is one that will come to you heartily by the love of God and ask you to forgive them for what they did. That is a fact, because before honor, humility.